Hello guys, this is Sahil. Welcome to Cloud Doctor. In the previous video, we have created the post request to add the certificate data into the DynamoDB table, and in this video, we will create the get request to get the user specific data as well as put request to update the certificate details. So let's start with the video. So let me open VS Code first of all. So today we will start with the YAML file. And this is the create data function which we have created. So now we have to create get data function. So get user specific data. So now let me copy this function from here and I will paste it here. And what we need to change, we need to change the name. So the name will be get user specific data, user specific data, and the handler will be user data dot certificate. Now what we have to change here, we have to change the IAM role statement. In the previous function, we are just putting an item into the DynamoDB table. So the action was put item. So now what we have to do, we have to change this action from put item to scan. Okay, and we have to change the method also from post to get. So our lambda function is ready. After that we have to work with our handler function. So let me create a file. What was the name of the file which we have given? Let me check it once. It was user data. Okay, so user data.js. Yeah, so our file has been created. So now what we have to do, we will copy create.js file and we will paste it here. Now what are the things which needs to be changed? So let me open the documentation. So we need to scan the table. So we have to pass table name, filter expression, and expression attribute values. So first of all, what we need to get, we need to get the user email. So let user email equals to event query string parameters user email. Now it is okay. We don't need data here. So inside try block we need to pass the table name, and after table name we need to pass filter expression. So here item is not needed, so let me remove it. We have to pass filter expression here. And filter expression will be user email. Then we have to pass expression attribute values, and the expression attribute values will be user email. So we don't need any kind of condition expression here. Now it's okay. And after that await document client dot scan, document client dot scan params dot promise. Then the same callback statement we need, but before that we need to do one more thing. We need to get the username. So let me alter little bit call file. So here we need to get the user email. So basically what kind of code I'm writing, we will be passing user email with the query string parameters or with the headers also. If user is passing it with headers or with query string parameters, in both way it will work. So this is for the query string parameter. So now let us write the code for the headers. Let user email equals to null, then const get user email equals to headers, then arrow function. After that, user email equals to headers dot user email, return user email. Done. And we need to pass this, we need to export this also. So get user email. Now back to the user.data file. So inside the try block only, we have to check for the user email. If user email, then user email is equals to user email, else user email equals to send dot get user email event dot headers. So now our JavaScript file has also been completed. So let me open a terminal and let me deploy it to check. So the deployment has been initiated. So let us wait for some time. So meanwhile what we will do, we will open Postman and we will create some data from other username. So we have added our data. So now let me open AWS console and check once. As you can see, data have been added. We are having 2 users here. So now let us check whether the deployment has been completed or what. As we can see, the deployment procedure has been completed and we have got a get endpoint here. So let me copy this endpoint and let me create a new request in Postman. It will be type of get request. So let me paste the link here. So we have to pass user email as param. So let us do the same. User email, the value will be shahil.sinha3311@gmail.com. So let us send this request and check. As we can see, it says data is not defined. So why it is saying data is not defined? As it says data is not defined. Okay, so there is a problem. We need to add data here. We forgot to add one more thing. In the call.js file, somebody is passing user email from headers. Now let us deploy. So the deployment has been completed again. So let me send this send request again. As you can see, we have got our data. So shahil.sinha3311@gmail.com. We got the user specific data. So let us change the user email here, as we have added the certificates from other email ID as well. So shahilsinha2722@gmail.com. Let me send it. Yeah, we got our certificate. So by this we are getting user specific data. So we are done with the get user specific data endpoint. So now our task is to create update data endpoint. So let's create it. For that, again we need to go to the serverless.yaml file, and here we need to add another function, another lambda function, update data, and we will copy the same as we did previously. The name will be update data, and handler function will be update. Yeah, here we need to change the action. Again we need to change the action from scan to update item, and the method will be of type the method will be of type put, and the path will be certificate list / certificate id. So it will consider this as a argument. So that's all. Our lambda function has been created. Now we have to work with our handler file. So now let us create another file, update.js. We will copy everything from here and we will paste in the update.js file. After that, what are the things which needs to be changed? So let us open documentation one more time, and this time what we are doing update. So we have to pass table name, we have to pass key, then update expression attribute name, and expression attribute values, as well as condition expression. So let us create the file according to the documentation. Const params table name is already, we don't need this here, and we don't need this also. So what are the things we need? Let data equals to json.parse event.body. Then we need the certificate ID. Let certificate ID is equals to event.path parameters dot certificate ID. After that, in the parameters, after table name, what we need to add? Key. So our key will be certificate ID. Then after that, update expression. And update expression will be, we have to follow this for our each and every attribute. Set certificate name, then what are the attributes we have? Let us check once. User email name, we don't need user email name. Certificate name, provider label, so after that, what we need to add? We have to add expression attribute name. So after that we need to pass expression attribute values. After that we need to add condition expression also. So what will be our condition expression in this case? It will be attribute exists. Certificate ID, and after that await document client dot update. We don't need data here. So that's all. Our handler function is also ready, so let us deploy it again and check. So in the meantime, let me create another request here. Add request, and it will be of type put. Let us change the names. As we can see, the deployment process has been completed and we have got a new endpoint here. So let me copy this and I will paste it in the postman. So after that, what we need to do here, we need to pass certificate ID. Here we need to pass certificate ID. Okay, so first of all, let me get a user specific data. So this is the certificate ID. We will copy it from here and we will paste it here. So after that we need to pass the data, so I will copy this from here, and in the body it will be of type raw JSON. I will paste it here, and here I will change something like the name of the certificate from cloud practitioner to database specialty, and the provider will be AWS Google Cloud. I will change it to Google Cloud. So now let me check it once. Invalid update expression and update expression attribute value used in expression is not defined. Expiry date. So I will just change it. Expiry date. So now I have just corrected it. So now let me check it again. Yeah, as we can see, database specialty, the data has been updated. So let me verify it. So here let me check once. So it is cloud practitioner and the mail ID is demo@abc.com. So let me refresh it. So now you can see database specialty. So that's all for this video. In the next video we will create another endpoints. I request you to please like the video, share the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be adding videos frequently to complete this series. Thank you.